Hey friends, and welcome to the Amplify Oz YouTube channel. And I'm pretty pumped about Microsoft Flight Simulator coming to Xbox Series X and S in just a few days. If you're thinking about buying, then you've probably got one big question. Just what's the difference between the three versions, Standard, Deluxe, and Premium Deluxe? Other than that big price hike, if you're thinking about putting down your hard-earned cash on Microsoft Flight Simulator, you've probably already looked through the Microsoft webpage, you've probably looked through the Xbox webpage, and man, it looks great. And maybe you've Googled what the difference between each of the three versions is, and you found a page like this, which actually breaks down the difference between the Standard, Deluxe, and Premium Deluxe editions in a table like this. So as you can see, we've got all of the aircraft that are available here in the Standard Edition, and the Premium Edition and the Premium Deluxe Edition, and the same for airports. But if you're not a Microsoft Flight Simulator expert and you haven't played it before, how do you know what an Aviat Pit Special S2S actually is and whether you want it? Or the Ziln Shock Ultra, for example, which is only available in the Premium Deluxe Edition. Is it worth paying that extra $100 for these 5 extra aircraft? Well, lucky for you, I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on PC for over 11 months now, and I'm able to jump into the simulator and show you what the difference is right now. So here we are in the simulator on the PC, and the good news for you is the Standard Edition of the sim actually includes 20 of some of the best loved aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Take for example the Boeing 747, the Airbus A320, and some fantastic smaller aircraft. Like, for example, if we go into the turboprops category, the TBM 930 and the Cessna Caravan, and some great trainer aircraft. If we go into the propellers category, for example, the Cessna 152, which is over here, and the Cessna 172. So you might be wondering, what are the 5 aircraft that are additional in the Deluxe edition of the simulator? Let's have a look at those. So the first one you get is the Diamond DA40 TDI. Let's see if we can find that here. Diamond. Here's the Diamonds, and here's the DA40 TDI. The second one that you get is the Diamond DV20, which is this one here. Kind of similar, a little bit slower. The third that you get in the Deluxe edition of the sim is the Beechcraft Baron. This one here. This one's famous from Flight Simulator X, where it was featured in a number of missions. And then we get the other Cessnas. So some different versions of the Cessnas that we had in the Standard Edition. We get the Cessna 152 Aerobat, and we get the Cessna 172 Skyhawk with the steam gauges. Well, in the Premium Deluxe version of the simulator, the big name aircraft that you get is the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. This is the aircraft that they've included in the Premium Deluxe version of the sim to try and get you to spend that extra hard-earned $100. But you do get 4 other aircraft as part of the Premium Deluxe version. You get the, if we go back to all, you also get the Cirrus SR-22. This aircraft here. This is a very famous aircraft for GA plane flying. Lots of people learn to fly on this GA aircraft, and it's pretty speedy and pretty powerful for a little plane. You also get the Pipistrel Virus. The Pipistrel Virus, very small plane, but another aircraft that's great for general aviation flying. You get the Ziln Shock Ultra. This one, as you can see, this one is a different version of the Ziln Aviation, but with bigger tires, suitable for bush trips. So if you like flying into rural regional areas and landing in fields, then maybe this one's for you. And the last aircraft that you get as part of the Premium Deluxe version is the Cessna Longitude jet. The Longitude jet being one of the 2 private business jets that are available in the simulator. And this one's a real nice one. But is it worth the extra $100? Well, I've been flying in these aircraft for nearly 11 months, and here's my thoughts. So here we are in the simulator, and as you can see, we're flying the absolutely beautiful 787-10 Dreamliner. Because let's face it, this is what you'll be buying the Premium Deluxe version of the simulator for. But is it worth spending all your extra moolah just for this one aircraft? And I'll let you into a secret. This aircraft itself, it's kind of okay. It looks great from the outside, as you can see. From the inside, some of the systems are a little bit average, and the flight dynamics kind of make it feel like you're flying a plane that's much smaller than you actually are. But we have had fun on Amplify Oz Twitch channel flying this aircraft. We've done some great long-haul flights, and if that's what you want to do with your simulator on Xbox, then maybe it's worth spending the money. But remember, you do get the airliners in the standard version of the sim. You get the A320 and the 747. So you can always use those for longer flights as well. And it's a lot of money to spend just for the Dreamliner, let's face it. So looking at this list from tomsguide.com, you can see that you actually get some great handcrafted airports included with all 3 versions of the simulator. Take, for example, Courchevel, which is a famous altiport in France, flying into the Alps, which has a crazy difficult approach. We also get Gibraltar. We also get the amazing Innsbruck in Austria, and some great huge airports like LAX and JFK, all included in all 3 versions of the simulator, and many, many more as well. Scrolling down here, these are handcrafted airports. So whereas most airports in the sim, they use the Black Shark AI engine to generate a sort of airport, which is generally quite good actually. You can fly into all airports around the world pretty confidently in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but these handcrafted ones just step it up a bit. It means that a developer has actually gone in there and used custom models to really represent those airports really, really well. Looking at the premium version of the sim, we get these 5 extra airports. We get Schiphol in Amsterdam, we get Cairo, we get Cape Town, we get Chicago O'Hare, and we get Adolfo Suarez in Spain. So if you want to fly into any of those airports on a regular basis, maybe you live near one of those, or you think that they're going to be frequented by you quite often, then maybe you would consider the premium version of the sim. And then if we look at the Premium Deluxe airports, there's actually only 4 additional airports that you get with the Premium Deluxe. You get Denver, Frankfurt, Heathrow in the UK, and San Francisco. So same goes for those. If you fly into any of those on a regular basis, then maybe you would consider the Premium Deluxe version of the sim. But again, it's a lot of extra money just to fly into a better version of an airport. And one thing I'd like you to remember is that in the sim, there is a marketplace which offers on the PC hundreds of additional airports that you can download in terms of DLC for usually between $10 and $20, and they add an even higher level of fidelity to the airports and scenery in the sim. I'll jump over to the marketplace now and show you some of those. Denver is an airport that's available in the Premium Deluxe version of the simulator. So say you live near Denver, you might be tempted to pay the extra $100 for the Premium Deluxe version. Or you could come into the marketplace and you could pay 22 Australian dollars or around 15 US dollars for a downloadable version of Denver from Flightbeam. And just look how beautiful this airport looks. And as I said, there's hundreds of great airports that you can buy and download from the marketplace that have a much higher level of fidelity than anything that you get included with even the premium deluxe version of the sim. So have you decided which version of the sim you're going to get? The standard, the premium, or the premium deluxe? Because the choice is really down to you. Are you going to spend more for those extra aircraft and the extra airport? Or would you want to get the airport from the Flight Simulator marketplace? Once you've decided which version of the simulator you're going to get, the standard, the premium, or the premium deluxe, well, I've got some good news for you, because you can pre-download it right now so that you're ready to play Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox as soon as it launches on July 27th, just a few days away now.